Namaskar. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly forecast results for all the rising signs. So guys, any of the weekly forecast result is designed on the basis of giving attention to the transit of the moon along with any conjunction with other planets. Like for example, this week Moon will start its journey from the Gemini. It will get conjunct with Mars in the Cancer, which will give rise to the Chandramangal Yoga, and it will end the week on January 19th when it is going to be transiting in the Virgo, being conjunct with the Ketu. But moreover guys, even from the Hindus point of view, this is a very special week because this full moon is going to be the Posh Purnima, also gets celebrated as the because of the perfect alignment of Jupiter, Sun and Moon. It is going to be the beginning of the Mahakumbh as well, like which happens once in 144 years. And on this day you will find, like on this festivities, this whole procession, you will find those elevated and enlightened saints who just stay in the mountains, in isolation, in caves, and they come out for the holy dip. In India, it's like a big festival which is gonna be taking place in this specific city of Prayagraj. So yes guys, there's a lot of importance attached to it, and I always say that any of the Hindu festivities, it's not only that we honor the god, we definitely honor the gods, but moreover it's perfectly attuned with our human anatomy, with our human body. Like some of the festivals recommend keeping a vow of a silence, like Moni Amavas, which will also happen like the next like new moon. And there are like certain days they say that you have to be awake whole night. On certain days you have to fast the whole night. You have to be only on the water. It is complete in synchronicity with whatever is happening outside, with the astral cosmic phenomena and how it is gonna be responding with our body. So yes guys, my recommendation, please do research on that. This like Mahakumbh is a very enlightening kind of event. I was initially planning to make a video on that, on the Mahakumbh, but then I thought I don't have a proper production team to put all those graphics and make those like very visually appealing kind of video and all. So I thought, let me focus on my job, which is astrology. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion. We will briefly look at that how all the rising signs are gonna be getting influenced this week. So guys, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, see, for the opportunities point of view, it's a very good week. If you're a content creator, if you're an influencer, this could be a very successful week. Second thing is that any of the transition you're planning, like shifting a house, moving into a new house, buying a new vehicle, all of that can be considered. Along with that guys, even for the students and artists and creative people, if you are in a line of work where you have to give advice to people, so for that as well, this is going to be a very prominent week. The only thing is that by if I were to say Saturday and Sunday, by the end of the week, there could be certain concerns of the anxiety as well, which many people have to deal with. But yes, overall, it's a week filled with many opportunities, and especially from the recognition point of view guys, because your fifth lord Sun is also gonna be now transiting in your 10th house, coming in straight kind of aspect with this Mars over there in your 4th house. So overall it's a very good week for the recognition point of view. Now guys, when we talk about from the Taurus Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, the week might be filled with lot of uncertainties. Guys, you have to be very mindful. You are headed in the path of self-affliction, like easily provoked, like easily provocable, easily agitated and driven by agitation, restlessness, picking up fight and all. So you have to be mindful of that. And along with that guys, by the end of the week, there's going to be a lot of impulse, excessive outflow of emotions which you are not being able to handle well, like looking for blame games and all. So just be mindful of that guys, because Moon and Mars combination in the 3rd house might slightly benefit those people in whose line of work, like too much of the multitasking, pushing around, exertion of authority, deadlines. If you're in that fast-paced line of work, it could be slightly beneficial, but for your own peace, it's not very harmonious. And also guys, even in the matters of relationship, all what I'm seeing is that your aggression might spoil the things. So just do not come across too forceful, and like the way I will still say the same thing, in the matters of the domestic life, like over there as well, trying to attach blame to each other. So the week is creating that energy. Now blending with it, if your running dashas are not making you prone and vulnerable, then you do not have to worry about anything. But with this lagna, your moon is like, for example, is also like Leo, and we know that from your ascendant, Mars is agitated, aggressive in the 3rd house, and from the moon it is like 12th from it. So then you are getting that double crunch and double pressure from both the sides. So yes guys, just be mindful and let this week pass, and driven by agitation, provocation, do not indulge into things. That's all what I can say. For the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, the week will start on a good note. Like you will have those opportunities over where you will be able to save money as well. But guys, the concern is that your answerability and your social life might keep you occupied, where you will feel that people around you just catering to their needs, catering to their like in order to support them, in order to be of use to them, that is actually draining you of your energy and all. So yes, socializing is important, keeping your social life active is important, but not at the cost of if it is stealing you of your peace, of your time. But yes guys, in terms of the monetary gains point of view and all, the week is creating a good supportive energy for you. Now for the Cancer Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see, the week will start on a good note. Like your Karak planet Mars and your ascendant lord, they both are getting conjunct in the 1st house. So yes, some auspicious news you might also get that in the initial few days, So regarding that, the week is creating a favorable energy for you. Like if I were to say, yes guys, overall I'm not seeing much of the vulnerability. Like family will prove to be of good support to you, and if you are planning to kickstart any of your important commercial business plans and something, your 2nd lord is also gonna be transiting in your 7th house, so you will get the support of the people around you. So regarding that, everything is fine. It's only like when moon is gonna be getting conjunct with Ketu in your 3rd house on Saturday and Sunday, that is going to be the time when a lot many people will feel anxious, or like when we feel that people, especially our siblings and all, our friends and all, they are not like supporting us that much, or we might be fault finding a lot, trying to be overly fault finding mode and all. That could be a vulnerability for many. But yes guys, overall, in a nutshell, if I need to give you the summary of the week, so yes, high possibility of some auspicious event happening in your life, and some important significant developments in your financial portfolio and all. Any of the partnership, commercial relationship point of view, like partnership point of view, the week seems to be supporting you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Leo Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, as you can see that moon will start a journey from your 11th house. The only concern is that it is going to get conjunct with the planet Mars in the 12th house as well. So yes guys, you have to be slightly careful that the week is making you slightly vulnerable towards expenses, losses, inconveniences while being on a travel, because moon in the 12th house is telling about that, and your ascendant lord is also gonna be transiting in your 6th house. So yes, in terms of some expenses, losses and all, or getting involved into conflict and all, there is a possibility, there is a vulnerability of that. So be mindful and keep your impulses, your instincts under control. If you will act out of vengeance, out of feeling of revenge and getting back at people, it's only gonna do you more harm. It's gonna be like, it's like a typical case where you are in the mode of self-affliction. So be mindful and refrain from those kind of actions. Along with that guys, Venus is already transiting in your 7th house, and in terms of the marriage relationship, the energy is still slightly supporting you. I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable in that department. Now guys, when we talk about from the Virgo Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, the week is proving out to be very supportive for the commercial success, enhancement of reputation point of view. Moon is gonna get conjunct with the planet Mars in the 11th house as well. This can suddenly trigger some of your wish like I would say that any of the work which you have been chasing for long, there might be some sudden good news which you will get during this week. Along with that, guys, the only concern is that, see, Moon and Mars getting conjunct in the 11th house, that also tells about that if you are in dire need of money or any of the loans or investment or funding or something, you will get that, but be mindful of taking only that much money, committing only those much which you are in a capacity to return, because Mars and Saturn combination, Saturn is there in your 6th house. A lot many times we get the money, but while paying it back, it becomes very troublesome for us. So be very mindful in those kind of circumstances. And yes, guys, by the end of the week, I would say that Moon getting conjunct with Ketu in your 1st house. So during the end of the week, it is gonna be a good time to plan a trip to spa or any walk close to the beach, or even like visiting Lord Ganesha's temple will be therapeutic for you. Now for the Libra Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, the week is creating good energy. Luck is supporting you with this whole energy and vibration of the full moon impacting your 9th house. Immediate after that, Moon is gonna get conjunct with the planet Mars in the 10th house, and Sun is already like gonna be there in your 4th house. So at the career front, I'll not be surprised if suddenly the Libra Lagna natives during this week, like by Wednesday, by Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if you get some good news in terms of your career development and all, some good news in your career front can be anticipated for this week. Guys, in terms of the interpersonal relationship, or if I were to say your relationship with your partner, like with your spouse and something, there's a slight vulnerability of getting into conflict over there. So the way you manage your public life and the way you manage your family and your marriage and all, there has to be a fine and healthy balance over there. And yes, guys, by the end of the week, when Moon is gonna be conjunct with Ketu in your 12th house, so yeah, by the end of the week, I'm sure that you are already hosting and you would have already got accustomed and used to of dealing with the energy of Ketu in the 12th house, because whenever the transiting Moon goes over it, those 2.5 days could be filled with anxiety, feeling restless and all. So yes, those 2.5 days of the end of the week could be making you slightly anxious and all, but overall theme and highlight of this week is very supportive for your career growth. Now guys, when we talk about from the Scorpio Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, as you can see, it's going to be a favorable week, because Moon is gonna get conjunct with your ascendant Lord in the 9th house. So luck is supporting you. Because of the luck, some important significant development can take place, and nothing could be better than that. If your aspiration right now is connected with the 9th house, like higher learning, you have to give any competitive exam, visa immigration related concern, or any of the long distance travel and something, so success in all that department. Even immediate after that, Moon is gonna enter your 10th house. The 10th Lord is already there in the 3rd house. Sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, these planets are considered as strong in the 3rd house. So yes, guys, I'm actually seeing you in a position of power. And yes, from the limelight, recognition, having a control and grip, your authority, very well managed. So the time seems to be supportive for that. And again, guys, Moon getting conjunct with Ketu in the 11th house by the end of the week as well. So overall, from the Scorpio Lagna natives point of view, whether you talk about from the relationship, whether you talk about sudden turn of events in your favor and all point of view, overall, the week seems to be very favorable for the Scorpio Lagna natives. And yes, guys, even like Venus is transiting from your 4th house. Like if you are planning to make any expensive purchases like buying a vehicle, renovating, decorating in your house and something, so all of that can be prioritized. Planets are actually supporting you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Sagittarius Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, Moon is gonna be getting conjunct with Mars this week in your 8th house. So yes, it could make you slightly accident or injury prone. Along with that, feeling suddenly depressive, mood swings. So, and being in that mode of self-affliction, blaming yourself, being too critic of yourself. So be mindful of that self-afflicting kind of thoughts. And guys, when we talk about any of the travels point of view, so yes, your 9th Lord is already transiting in the 2nd house. So yes, any of the business or work related travel will prove to be profitable. Even from the matters of like relationship or matrimonial proposal point of view, Venus is already strengthened in your third house. I'm not saying you vulnerable, only in the matters of like any of those actions where there's a high risk involved, like uncertainty is involved. So time period till Wednesday is sensitive for that. Do not go by your impulses, instincts or leap of faith till Wednesday. After that, things are gonna be still slightly in your control. And yes, in terms of relationship point of view and all, the week's energy seems to be favoring you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Capricorn Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, moon is gonna be starting the journey from your 6th house. So guys, in your case, yes, in your, whether you are like a service professional, whether you are in your business and something, the week's energy is very supportive for you. Like moon even getting conjunct with this Mars in your 7th house and receiving the straight aspect from the planet Sun from the 1st house. So yes, from the recognition point of view, some important significant development in your career and all, in the business front as well, the week is creating a favorable energy. Like rather I would say that your outdoor life, your public life is gonna keep you occupied. And during this time, if you have to give any competitive exam, you are invested in any research of something, you will be able to do justice to that. And yes, the flow of money is also gonna be intact. So yes guys, overall, and for all those people who are on a lookout for a matrimonial proposal and something, so energy is very favorable in that department as well. Now guys, when we talk about from the Aquarius Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, the week is creating a very good energy. If you will pay attention, Saturn is there in your 1st house and Ketu is there in your 8th house. It's deeply spiritual, philosophical time you guys are going through. So just try to encash on it, try to capitalize on it. If in any capacity you are connected with the creative fields, you are created with the spiritual field and something, philosophy and something, so some sort of landmark contribution can be made. And the week's energy is also proving to be supportive for that. Even guys, if you're like planning to get any loan approved and something, or I already gave you that shloka of the Uttar Kalamrit. If Mars being a malefic planet, if it is gonna be retrograde in the 6th house, it creates a Raju kind of situation. So yes, even in your service front as well, you're gonna be in control and command. You'll be respected for your good counseling, the good advice you're gonna give to others. And yes, things are gonna be in your control. And if you have to write any competitive exam, stars are favoring you. Just only guys, by the end of the week, you will find that moon is gonna get conjunct with Ketu in the 8th house. But again, that will also make you more philosophical, more spiritual and all. And people who are connected with occult and research might be able to do some significant work as well. So overall guys, the week's energy seems to be favoring and supporting the Aquarius Lagna in all dimension, in all area of life. Only in the matters of relationship, the 7th lord becomes the sun. It is going to be transiting from your 12th house. So yes, in the matters of like with your partner and all, there could be some stark argument over there. So just be mindful over there. But in majority of the ways, this week is supporting you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Pisces Lagna natives point of view, so yes guys, moon is gonna be starting the week from your 4th house. And just because it is gonna be the full moon vibration at the beginning of the week only, it's gonna make you very emotional, very much kind of overflow of the emotions are gonna be there. And just because if you are right now you have to be a part of any of the family gathering and all, so yes, there's gonna be a lot of emotional drama and exchange of emotions with the family members and all. Along with that guys, moon is gonna get conjunct with the Mars in your 5th house. So for the artists and the creative people, and even like people who are like trying for any child and something, conceiving a child and all, so the week's energy seems to be supporting you, favoring you. It's only like guys, by the end of the week, when moon is gonna get conjunct with the Ketu in the 7th house, we know this thing that moon Ketu conjunction in the Virgo especially. So yes, too much of the fault finding with the partner, or this could be with the business partner as well. But overall guys, the week's energy is very supportive, especially in the matters of, this could be your devotion to your family, and giving equal attention and time to the artistic creative endeavors of your academics, of child and progeny related matters and all. So overall the week's energy seems to be supportive. Just the last 2 days, be mindful of not being losing hope in the matrimonial related matters and all. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.